when I think of voice I'm thinking voice is really the message that you're putting into the world. Like you're talking to people, you're talking to fans. That's your voice. That's what I think when people be like they can't find their rap voice because they don't know who they talking to. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Jordxn. In today's video, I'm back with another vocal melody hack for you, and you. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you fuck with your boy. All right, cool. In this video, we're gonna be talking about how to find your voice as an artist, your rap voice, your single voice, just how to find your voice. And this vocal melody hack video is a little bit different because it's gonna force you to be honest with yourself. Right? Because a lot of people are trying to find their way as an artist, a creator, whatever you want to call yourself. A lot of people are trying to find themselves, right? So people trying to find their style, their sound, their voice, all these different things that's going to try to help them be a better artist because people want to be better. And you got to understand that there's not just one set way for everybody to find their voice the same way. You know what I'm saying? Because some people find it sooner and other people find it later, but it's all a part of each individual's journey. Because if you want it bad enough, you're gonna do everything it is to improve and figure out what works for you, versus if you're more inconsistent and lazy, it's gonna take you a long time to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So let's jump into the video. And the first tip I have for you is to be honest with yourself about your voice. You have to understand that your voice is your voice. You cannot change your voice to be exactly like somebody else's. All right, everybody's voice is unique. So this is gonna play into when you're getting your songs mixed, when you record your songs and all this other shit. Your voice will be your voice, and you have to be honest with yourself because your voice is what makes you unique. You know what I'm saying? It's rare that people will sound exactly like other people. For me, example, I do not really like my voice. I've always hated my voice. That's why I really don't really talk a lot. Like in person, if you're around me and if I don't really fuck with you and nothing like that, I'm not really gonna talk because I hate hearing how I sound. But that makes me unique, you know what I'm saying? And all I do is just, get comfortable with my voice. That's the thing. Like, you have to be honest with yourself about your voice, because if you're born in a certain area and you have an accent, you're going to have that accent for life unless you just move around a lot. And you know what I'm saying? Like, if you stay there a long time, you're going to have an accent. A country accent will always be a country accent. A New York accent will always be a New York accent. Cali, Texas, whatever. Like, wherever you're from, that's going to be a part of your voice. So you're going to have to lean into that. Because, like, if you're from Florida, you're not going to talk like somebody from Toronto. Or you're not going to talk like somebody from New York. So it's like you can't just force yourself or just magically improve or just switch your voice. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to accept your voice is your voice. You know what I'm saying? But once you accept your voice and you just be real about what your voice, you can look at different ways you can improve. And the second tip I have for you is to find ways to improve your voice. Because once you accept what your voice is, you want to write down like the things that you like about your voice and the things that you hate about your voice. You know what I'm saying? And then go search for the ways to improve on the things that you want to improve on, because there are vocal coaches on YouTube you can watch. You can go take vocal lessons. If you really can't sing like that, you can go take lessons and learn how to sing better than you do now. If you don't like the way you talk, you can go find people that can help improve the quality of your speaking voice and just your voice in general, because it's different exercises and practices and diets and shit like that that affect your voice. Because your voice, you know what I'm saying, you got vocal cords. Your vocal cords is a muscle. You know what I'm saying? You can improve on that. You know what I'm saying? Just like you can go to the gym, work out, get fit, you can do the same thing with your voice. But you know what I'm saying? You're not just going to be able to just switch your voice up and just be a whole different person. You know what I'm saying? You're just going to be an improved version of what you already have, what you was born with. Third tip I have for you about how to find your voice as an artist is be more confident. Get some swagger about yourself, because once you build some confidence and get some swagger about yourself, your voice will show that. You know what I'm saying? You will become more comfortable with your voice. This is what is all going back to about people not being confident in themselves. They hating their voice, not liking their voice. You have to accept the fact your voice is your voice. You know what I'm saying? You're responsible for what you record. It's not the presets, it's not the templates, it's not the engineers, not the DAW. You are the person putting it into the DAW. So you are responsible for that. So if you're lacking energy, your rap voice is gonna be a lackluster, energy driven rapper, right? That's on you. Because if you present yourself as blah, you're gonna be blah. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be like, that's not my voice. That's not how I hear it in my head. If you hear it in your head a certain way, you have to say it that way out loud. Forget people looking at you weird or thinking like he sounds crazy or why would he do that. If you hear it in your head, say it like you hear it in your head. That's where the confidence come from, the swagger come from, because everybody hears what they hear in their head. But the difference between the people that are comfortable with their voice and stuff like that, they're gonna try it out. They're gonna experiment with it. I'm pretty sure Travis Scott sounds fucking crazy without the Autotune. If you heard this nigga raw vocals, he probably sounds fucking crazy. Or if you watch this nigga record and shit like that, these niggas probably sound crazy. I know for a fact when I put on Autotune, headphones on, and get the fucking around just doing different pitches and trying different shit, saying shit differently, I know I sound fucking crazy. I'm pretty sure the people that stay underneath me in this apartment be like, what the fuck is he doing up there? But at the same time, I'm just trying things out. You know what I'm saying? I'm building that confidence. So when I'm in a studio or around people, I'm gonna do it because that's like my creative process. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would do. So what you gotta do is become more confident in your recording process. You gotta have a little swagger about yourself, because if you're consistent with a certain attitude, swagger, however you want to call it, that's gonna become like part of your rap voice, your singer voice. You gotta have that attitude. You know what I'm saying? Be confident in yourself and just don't be afraid to get uncomfortable. That's what this is all about, because you gotta be honest with yourself. Because the vocal melody hack videos are for you to be honest with yourself. All right, so the fifth and final tip I have for you is to stop being scared to let the artist inside your head live, because that's who you really are. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really are this artist, this creative person that's really sensitive about their work. And I get that. But when it comes down to it, you're not really being yourself or true to yourself if you're always downplaying or suppressing who you really are on the inside as an artist, because you're not letting the shit come out. You might be a nigga that's from the hood and you're forcing yourself to make hood music and just do this shit, but you really a fucking like J. Cole type of nigga, bro. Like, let that nigga live, man. You can rap from the hood, from a J. Cole type vibe. You know what I'm saying? You can do that. You can be from the goddamn, like, it's different ways, bro. You can be yourself. Like, this is what this video is all about, yourself, because your voice is your voice. You can improve your voice. You can put all kind of plugins and shit on your voice. But if you're not being yourself, man, you're not really putting your voice out there. Because a lot of people often think that your voice is what people be like, oh, okay, voice. But when I think of voice I'm thinking voice is really the message that you're putting into the world. Like, you're talking to people, you're talking to fans. That's your voice. That's what I think when people be like they can't find their rap voice, because they don't know who they talking to. Like, you also got to know who exactly you talking to out there. And that's one of my goals, to help as many artists as possible get confident with themselves, find what works for them as far as musically recording and mixing and all this other shit, and find the audience that they want to talk to. Because the voice thing goes two different ways. You got to think about it. Lil Durk, he calls himself the voice of the streets. He makes music for the streets. You hear the pain, all this shit. He makes music for the streets. He's the voice of the streets. He's talking to the streets. Who are you talking to? Are you on the emo wave? You talking to the depressed kids? You on the punk rock wave? You got a voice. You got to find a voice and be the voice for the punk rock. You got to be the voice for the lyrical niggas. You got to be the voice for the battle rap niggas. It's got to be people out here. Like, who are you talking to? Like, who are you talking to? Because this video really got two different purposes, two meanings, right? Like I just said, you got to find out who you talking to. You got to have your voice and talk to your fans or the people that need to hear your message, you know? And then you just got to be comfortable with your voice, and you got to improve on your voice. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get comments all the time. Niggas talking about I sound like Lil Wayne. Ain't shit I can do to change it. I can't change that shit, bruh. Like, this is how I fucking talk. This is how I always talk. So that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to talk like this till I fucking die. And that's just me. So when it comes to you and trying to figure out yourself, man, like right now, you can write down in your phone, notebook, whatever it is. Write down what you love about your voice, what you hate about your voice, and find the ways to improve. If you can't sing, take vocal. Fuck, I fucked up. If you can't sing, take vocal lessons. You know, if you talk jittery and nervousness and all this other shit, find a way how to be calmer when you're talking or when you're trying to rap. Just all these subtle different changes can help you. Enunciation, all of this helps you when trying to find your voice, develop your sound, whatever it is. Because it's not just one set way to do this. You know, energy plays a part in it. Delivery plays a part in it. Consistency all around plays a part in finding your rap voice. It's going to take a minute. It's not like a sprint, man. This is a fucking marathon. You know what I'm saying? You want to see the evolution of yourself as an artist. Because right now, you probably can go back to 6 months ago. And hopefully you record better now than you did 6 months ago. And that shows progression, because when everybody starts off rapping, bro, they not really there yet. You know what I'm saying? Because you're just now starting. You know what I'm saying? You new and you trying to figure yourself out. You're going to experiment a lot. And that's what you need to do. You need to put in the time, put in like the hours, man. Don't put like 2 hours a week trying to improve on yourself, man. Put in the time, man, because if you really want this, you can get it, but it's up to you. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, all of these vocal melody hack videos are for you. They are for you to get better, get comfortable with yourself, get to know yourself better as an artist, as a creator, so you can create the art that you are, because you are art. You know what I'm saying? You're an artist. You know what I'm saying? You have all kind of emotions. You experience all different kind of things, and you can put that in the music and talk to the people that experience those same exact things that you do, you know. But hopefully this talk has helped you or made you think about your voice overall just in a different way, because that's my goal, man. I'm here to make you or get you to acknowledge what you really want to do, what you really want out of this music shit, and how to get better and just get comfortable creating, you know. But listen, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel. It's your boy Jordxn. I'm out of here, alright? Cool.